Lakin High School basketball on Lakin High Sports on YouTube is brought to you by these great supporters of Lakin High and the community of Lakin.
Shelter Insurance. Gwen Wechter. East Highway 50 Lakin.
Hendricks Welding. Brad Hendricks, welding at his place are yours.
The Agency of Lakin and Garden City.
Lakin Recreation, providing recreational opportunities for the community.
The Kearney County Bank and the Garden City State Bank.
The Ranch House of Garden City Assisted Living and Skilled Nursing.
Shorty's 2 Cafe, Main Street, Lakin.
Along with Dwayne Bachman D. Bach Metals.
Lakin Hay and the Lakin Dairy, Fred Ritzema.
Kearney County Community Development, Mr. Ralph Goodnight.
Pioneer Communications of Southwest Kansas.
Lakin Drug, 610 O'Laughlin, Lakin.
Flashbacks Diner West Highway 50 Lakin.
And the Golden Plains Credit Union, life with a touch of gold.
To the hardwoods we go with the longtime voice of Lakin High Sports, Mr. Brett Hendricks.
Good Tuesday evening. Welcome to Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube, LakinSports.com. Brett Hendricks along with Jared Hendricks. Thanks for joining us tonight. Sub-state, first round on the boys' side of the bracket. And the Bronx getting set to battle the Larned Indians in this first round. Winners will advance to Friday night semifinal, but we've got a lot of work to do tonight before we worry about Friday. Sorry we got on just a little bit late. I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut off, but I think we've got everything ready to go. And looking for a good one tonight. The Indians 5-15 on this season. The Bronx 12-8. And here's the starting lineup for Larned. I do not have any stats or anything like that for the Indians, so we'll just go with their height and their age. But wearing number 1, a 5'9 junior, Talon Reynolds. Wearing number 2, a 5'11 sophomore, Carson Shaver. Wearing number 5, a 6'2 senior, Easton Fitzpatrick. Wearing number 23, a 5'11 junior, Ty Smith. And wearing number 32, a 5'9 junior, Brady Hope. Indians are coached by Luke Steinlage, and his assistant coach is Austin Weiser. Now the starting lineup for your Lakin Bronx. The Bronx 12-8 on the season, riding a 3-game winning streak coming into tonight's contest, and they start this way. Wearing number 1, a 6'1 senior, averaging right at 1.5 per contest, Pablo Arreola. Wearing number 11, a 6-foot sophomore, averaging 5.5 points per game, Eric Munson. Adric Gomez Escobar wears number 20. He's a 6-foot sophomore, averaging 7.5 points per game. Wearing number 23, a 6-foot junior, averaging just under 4 points per game, Maddox Beltran. And wearing number 24, a 6'3 sophomore, averaging just a hair over 16.5 points per game, Coulter Oldham. The Bronx come in averaging 54 points per game. They shoot 40% from the field. They grab 31 rebounds per game. And the one problem spot for the Bronx this year, they're shooting just 53% from the free throw line. Let's hope that gets better tonight. The Bronx under 9th-year head coach Nate Schmidt. The assistant coach is Taylor Lovelady, Hunter Kirby, and Bryce Simon. We're going to take one more quick timeout, and when we come back, Jared and I will break this contest down. The Bronx and the Indians for the second consecutive year in this opener of the 3A Sub-State Basketball Tournament. We'll be back right after this.
Home improvements that have had to wait. The dream vacation your family deserves. Even college tuition. Garden City State Bank can help you make it all happen now, not someday. With a home equity line of credit, you can borrow up to 90% of the value of your home, and the interest may be tax deductible. Plus, there are no closing costs, no application fees, and no annual fees. A fast, easy, convenient home equity line of credit from Garden City State Bank, a branch of the Kearney County Bank. Subject to credit approval, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Refinance your auto loan at Golden Plains Credit Union. You could lower your current auto loan rate by 2% with no payments for up to 90 days. Rates can be as low as 3.25% annual percentage rate. This offer applies to loans financed from another lender. Think of all the money you could be saving every month. This is a limited time offer, so stop by and ask about refinancing your auto loan today. Golden Plains Credit Union. Life with a touch of gold. Member NCUA.
Welcome back to Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. Brett Hendricks along with Jared Hendricks. Thanks for joining us tonight for 3A Sub-State basketball action here at the Lakin Middle School Gym. The Bronx and the Indians from Larned for the second consecutive year meeting in this first round. Lakin the host of this Sub-State this year, so should the Bronx win, they'll be back on the home hardwood Friday night against either Goodland or Cimarron. Colby is the top seed in this Sub-State. They are hosting Southwestern Heights tonight. Goodland, the number 2 seed, of course, they're hosting Cimarron. Lakin is the number 3 seed, Larned the number 6. And then the 4-5, Holcomb, the 4th seed, they host Scott City tonight. And Scott City, of course, is that 5 seed. Sub-State basketball, Jared, it's one of those nights that there's no tomorrow. It's win or go home. If you're going to advance, you better leave everything you got out there.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing really you can say on that. I mean, we know this is a hard-working team, but it's that extra effort that's going to be the deciding factor on whether you get an extra possession or you get an extra shot or anything like that. This team definitely gives effort, but it's going to take all that extra tonight.
Larned 5-15 on the season, and the thing about them, you can't overlook a 5-15 team for the simple reason they play in a lot different league than we do. Sometimes right now their league that they play on is a little bit stronger maybe than the High Plains League, but you can't take any team for granted this time of year. Hey, that was obvious last night. Oakley upset number 2 2A seed Leota last night, so you can't take anybody lightly. We'll now turn it over to public address announcer Kevin Thompson, and we will break for the national anthem. And we're set to go, the Bronx and the Indians. And we'll turn it over to public address announcer Kevin Thompson for the introduction of our starting lineups.
And here are the starting lineups in alternating order for tonight's Sub-State basketball game. First, for Larned, a 5'9" junior, number 1, Talon Reynolds. And for Lakin, a 6'1" senior, number 1, Pablo Areola. For the Indians, a 5'11" sophomore, number 2, Carson Shaver. And for Lakin, a 6' sophomore, number 11, Eric Munson. For the Indians, a 6'2" senior, number 5, Easton Fitzpatrick. And for Lakin, a 6' sophomore, number 20, Adric Gomez. For the Indians, a 5'11" junior, number 23, Ty Smith. And for Lakin, a 6-foot junior number 23, Maddox Beltran. Rounding out the Indian lineup, a 5'9" junior number 32, Brady Hope. And rounding out the Lakin lineup, a 6'3", sophomore number 24, Coulter Oldham. Head coach for Larned, Luke Steinlage, assistant Austin Weiser. Head coach for Lakin, Nate Schmidt, assistant Bryce Simon, Taylor Lovelady, and Hunter Kirby.
Bronx in the home white uniforms, purple letters and numbers trimmed in gold. Going from our left to our right in this first half, Larned in the road orange uniforms, black letters and numbers trimmed in white. I mentioned that this is the second consecutive year that the Bronx and Indians have met in the first round of Substate. The Bronx a 62-26 winner a year ago. And I'm going to have Jared step out for a minute. I'll wing this as we go, but we'll take care of it. I can handle this for a little bit. And we are underway. Bronx winning the tip. Oldham in the paint, misses the shot, and it's last touched by Eric Munson, and it'll go to Larned. Bronx with full court pressure on the inbound. Shaver works it in to Fitzpatrick, back to Shaver, fighting the double team in the backcourt, and a steal by Munson. Munson hesitates, takes it off the low block, misses off the glass, and the rebound to Shaver. Shaver up the floor and throws it just out of reach of Talon Reynolds, and it'll come back to the Bronx. Bronx with it on the left wing, into Coulter. Now back out to Maddox. Munson drives right side. The floater from 8 won't go. And another rebound to Carson Shaver. Shaver hands it off to Fitzpatrick. Larned goes the other way. Correction, that was Brady Hope with it. Now to Fitzpatrick in the paint. Missed the shot. Coulter with the defense. And last touched by the orange-clad Indians. And it comes to Lakin. Just over a minute in, no score. Coulter calling for the basketball, has it on the short baseline. Turn in the paint, won't go. Oh, he does get it to go. Caught enough of the rim. And Coulter with his first bucket. Bronx lead it 2-0. Up the floor, layup is good for Larned. Ty Smith with the bucket. Coulter once again from the low block, off the glass, hits it. Larned trouble with the Bronx press. They just do beat the 10 count. Loose ball is going to stay with Larned in the far corner. MJ Gonzalez into the lineup for Lakin. Inbounds is Brady Hope. Drive from the left side, off the glass, too strong. MJ Gonzalez with the rebound for Lakin. Bronx want to run. Munson into Coulter. Coulter backs in off the glass and good. Carson Shaver with the foul. That's his first. Drew Patterson into the lineup for Lakin. Coulter with the and one. And in and out won't go. MJ with the rebound. Kicks it outside. Adric top of the key three. That's too strong. And the rebound comes off to Ty Smith.
Okay, who else has the other basket, or is it all Coulter?
It's all Coulter. 3 of them.
Great job by Drew.
Drew on the floor. Great job. Brady Hope diving in to tie it up. Arrow points to Larned. You know what? I'll give him credit for the hustle, tying that ball up, but it ought to be a foul when you literally dive on a player.
Yeah.
That just, I mean, I don't know. That just, to me, that's extra contact. That you know, you just really don't need. Cade Colglazer into the lineup for Larned. For the simple reason, something like that, a player's on the floor, he's basically defenseless,
Yeah.
and you know, don't want to risk an injury. Coulter in on Colglazer. Colglazer with the foul. Thought he might have got a piece of that block, but he'll be called for the foul, and Coulter will go to the line to shoot 2. Coulter on the season just a 54% free throw shooter. He missed his first attempt. Chance at 2 free throws here. Got it. Jaden Smith into the lineup. Easton Fitzpatrick back in for Larned. And Coulter hit both free throws. So right now, Coulter 8, Larned 2. From the right side, Colglazer got past the defender and lays it up and in.
Those are going to get taken away.
Yeah. Coulter backs in and lays it off the glass. Coulter already in double figures with 10.
Trust me, my class learned very quick that those are not permitted.
No. Well, it's basically known as an artificial noisemaker. Yeah. Colglazer on the backside missed the layup. Drew Patterson with the rebound, and the Bronx come back the other way. Inlet to MJ. Turn a little hook. Good. Bronx are picking up some steam. I like what I see so far. 30-second timeout. Was that Lakin or Larned? A lot of times Nate will call that timeout even though we're on a run, but
I think it was him because I think I saw him ask Simon, unless Simon was just asking for their own knowledge. But yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that's Rule 54 of Acacia or something like that.
Well, there's a Rule 52 about sportsmanship,
52, that's what it
but
is.
that's
No.
more like people yelling from the stands, things like that. But
we got those fall in the same class. That's what it was,
Yeah.
52. Yeah. Our class got several emails about that.
You guys were kind of rebels, weren't you?
Yeah, we were. We're the fun class.
Yeah. I remember the fireworks on homecoming night.
Yeah.
Night before homecoming.
Hey, Main Street was the brightest street in Lakin.
Oh, well, we'll save that for another day.
Yeah.
And a turnover. Carson Shaver carried the basketball. You know, the thing about it is, I know sometimes that's against the law, but nothing got burned down, nothing got destroyed.
Yeah.
It was just some fireworks.
No one
going
got
off.
hurt.
Yeah. I remember your class, you guys had planted a bunch of fireworks in the bonfire.
2 years in a row.
Yeah, Austin had it blocked, got the ball back, keeps it with Lakin. Because I think we played Elkhart that year, so you guys stuffed it in the Elkhart mascot that they threw in the fire.
Yeah, and we also filled a bed frame full of it too.
Oh. Oh, really?
Very explosive.
Folks, I didn't bring him up that way. Colglazer too strong off the glass. Munson with the rebound out front. MJ trying to run it down. And it's going to be last touch by MJ. Good hustle by Brady Hope to kick that back off of MJ. Talon Reynolds back into the lineup for Larned. And Ethan Lamuse into the lineup now for the Indians. Just over 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Lakin with the 12-4 lead. Their biggest is 8. Hope with it. Guarded by Patterson. Now double chain.
Oh, yeah.
Almost got it. And stolen away by Austin. Austin in the paint. Oh, he missed the lay-in, but he got the rebound, fouled on the putback. The foul is on Talon Reynolds.
Yeah, I messed up a setting here somewhere.
Ritzma with 2 free throws, hits the first one. What happened?
There's only 3 timeouts on here.
Oh, okay.
Max timeouts. There we go.
If that's the worst that happens tonight, we'll take it.
Yeah, let's hope.
Yeah, Ritzma hits both free throws. Bronx now up by 10.
I'm going to say that timeout was called by Coach Schmidt. So,
well, like I said, there's a lot of times that Coach will call that timeout even though we're on a run.
Yeah, just to kind of
just give them a little breather. Yeah. Underneath. Ty Smith backing in. And a foul called.
Called on the floor, I believe.
It's on Eric Munson, his first.
Yeah, on the floor.
Got a foul away from the inbounds.
I think Drew.
And it's going to be on Drew.
Probably just good defense.
That's what we're going to chalk it up to.
Yeah.
That's just Drew being Drew. Ball taken in the backcourt. Carson Shaver works it up the far side across the timeline to Reynolds. Reynolds drives, layup too strong. Munson with the rebound. Nice job to grab that away from Ty Smith. They kind of had both their arms locked in, interlocked, and he was able just to pull it away. Munson.
I was going to say
Patterson wants it on the left side. That 3 short. Ritzma keeps it alive.
Oh,
nice pass.
What a dump down.
Patterson with the pass to Austin.
Yeah, that was beauty.
Never hesitated. I mean, it was
as soon as it was on his hand, yeah, that was really nice.
That foul's going to go against Eric Munson.
They're just testing their limits.
Fitzpatrick with it out front. Off the screen, takes it to the right wing. Shaver caught in the low block and throws it away. Coulter with it. Coulter stepped through. Maddox with the rebound up front.
There
Patterson 3 off the side of the rim, won't go. And that ball off the foot of Coulter, but run down by Talon Reynolds. Near
Pablo.
Cold Blazer, Pablo able to knock that away.
He just came out of nowhere. All I just saw was a white jersey flash.
So we'll be Larned basketball, just over a minute to go in our first quarter. Cold Blazer with the inbounds from the low block. Off the glass, in and out, won't go. Patterson with the rebound. Outlet to Coulter with a minute to play. Maddox on the wing. Up top to Pablo.
Oh, almost hopped a little too much there.
He almost did. Maddox 3 from the right side won't go, and that foul is going to be on MJ.
No.
Adric back into the lineup for Lakin. Brady Hope back in for the Indians. 43 seconds to go in our first quarter. Larned with the inbounds. Shaver into Fitzpatrick, back to Shaver, now Colglazer. Pablo able to reach in, Coulter out in front. And he missed the layup. Was worried about the trailing defender, Ty Smith, and missed the easy one. Smith with it, trapped, works it across the timeline to Fitzpatrick. Now picks up the dribble. Oh, Coulter almost dove in and got it. Now ball's loose. Coulter with the loose ball. 4 seconds, 2 seconds. At the buzzer. Oh, off the front of the rim, and the horn didn't sound. There it did. A little too late, but hey, better late than never. At the end of the first period, the Bronx lead it by the score of 16-4. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this. You're watching Bronx 3A Sub-State basketball action on Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. We're back after this. At Lakin Drug, their mission is simple. They strive to provide professional pharmacy services with hometown hospitality. Lakin Drug's experienced staff leads with compassion and utilizes modern technology to fit all of your individual needs. Whether it's prescription medications or over-the-counter products, Lakin Drug has the answer to all of your questions. Lakin Drug at 610 O'Loughlin Street in Lakin is a proud supporter of the community of Lakin and Lakin schools. (16-4), the Bronx lead it after the first 8 minutes of play. Brett and Jared with you here in the opener of the 3A Sub-State. And they've got some clock issues right now. Clock still shows zeros. So
okay. He noticed. I thought he didn't notice.
There we go. Okay. They were having some troubles earlier before everything got started tonight, so I thought maybe it was a carryover. And probably was. Coulter drives in the paint.
Big man.
Got it to go and one. Foul is on Talon Reynolds, his second. And Coulter converts the and one. Got him for 13.
Yeah.
And 3 of 4 from the line.
Yep.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure because I hadn't marked a couple.
Carry. Yep.
Turnover up the far sideline. Colglazer had a hand under the basketball. Adric drives, gives it up to Coulter. Had it knocked away, but he runs down the loose ball. MJ up top. MJ has it knocked away by Hope. Into the hands of Smith. Knocked away. Ooh. Looked like a... And Larned is going to get a timeout because they were in jeopardy of turning that over. It looked to me like Fitzpatrick might have hopped with it. But Larned will get the timeout. It's a full. 7:22 to go first half. Bronx lead it by 15. We're back after this. You're watching Bronx basketball.
They said this place was too isolated to call home. They said it was too remote to build a community. And then one day, a farmer strung a copper wire from one fence post to another and changed everything. We didn't build the communities of Southwest Kansas. No, we just brought them together.
19-4, the Bronx with the 15-point lead in our second quarter. Brett and Jared with you. And just looking at what the Bronx have done so far, they've raced out to a big lead, but Larned very fortunate. The Bronx have missed a lot of bunnies inside that this could be worse because, Coulter missed his first two in the paint. Austin's missed a couple, although he drew a foul. But Larned very fortunate. This isn't a 20-point game.
Us without a single three, so
yeah,
that's unusual.
Bronx good defense on the inbound. You get it across the timeline to Fitzpatrick. Now he hands it off to Brady Hope, the 5'9" junior. Bronx, of course, in a man-to-man defense. We wouldn't know it. We wouldn't know them if they were anything but a man, right?
Yeah.
Blocked by Ritzma. Up the floor, Maddox on the left wing. MJ posting up on Colglazer up top. Now they work it to Shaky. Shaky with the three. That's off the mark. And the rebound comes off to Carson Shaver. Gives it up to Hope. Back to Shaver up the floor. Near side Fitzpatrick. Three. That is long. And MJ Gonzalez with the rebound for the Bronx. And last touch by Larned. Coulter wisely let it go. Ethan Lemoo's into the lineup for Larned. In for the Bronx, Eric Munson. Coulter will take a breather. Coulter with 13 of the Bronx 19 first half points. MJ at the right elbow. Spin move, has it stolen away. And picked up by Carson Shaver. Back to Hope.
It's unusual for NJ. He's usually the strong man with the ball. He's got 2 or 3 turnovers already.
And a steal. Pass up the floor. Munson. Brady Hope just outran him there to that basketball. Yeah. Shaver in the right corner to Lemoo's. Back to Shaver in the corner. Shaky with the defense. Shot off the back iron, won't go. Ritzman with the rebound. Up the floor, Maddox gets away from the defender. Over to Maddox, back up top, Shaky. Ritzman backs in the paint, and that'll be a foul. That ought to go against Brady Hope.
I'd hope so.
Give him 2 for the takedown.
Yeah. Those belly back suplex.
Carter Crosby into the lineup for Larned. But credit
nice.
MJ on the inbounds. But I was going to say credit MJ going across the paint there. Just turned into the defender, and that's the only option he had. His hands were there. He just kind of,
they fouled Austin.
Yeah, it was Austin. Austin with the loose ball. But his spin move put him right into the defender,
There's another one. He just went straight up strong through it.
Austin with that basket. Bronx currently on a 15-0 run. They lead it by 19. Ten count. Good defense by Adric and Austin. Excuse me, Eric. Great defense there. Jaden Smith back into the Larned lineup. Drew Patterson into the Bronx lineup. Just over 4 minutes to go first half. Coulter drives, paint, glass, won't go. MJ with the follow, it's short, and a foul called. Foul, I believe, will be on Ty Smith. Ty helps MJ back to his feet. Foul on Jaden Smith is his first. 6th team foul. Pablo Areola back into the Bronc lineup. Broncs have held the Indians scoreless for the last 8 minutes. MJ hands it off to Coulter. Munson from the corner. 3, got it.
Saw that one.
First 3 of the night for the Broncs. Good looking shot from the corner. And that foul will go against Pablo Areola, his first, team's 4th.
I didn't even see anything on that one.
Go ahead and take this if you would, and I'll cover this. Smith with the inbound, back to Brady Hope. In the low block, now to Shaver on the right wing. 3 is good for Shaver. Patterson 3 from the corner off the front rim. Munson tipped it out, but his last touch by Ty Smith. And I'll run our clock down. I stopped when I was supposed to start, so here we go. Larned basketball on the near sideline. Ty Smith, excuse me, that's Jaden Smith, works it to Hope. Hope 3 left side off the front iron. Coulter with the rebound out front. MJ, layup, got it. Good transition by the Broncs there. Broncs with pressure. Lead is back to 21, just over 2.5 to go first half. Hope reverses, gets it across the timeline. And wide open underneath. Oh, MJ with the block out of nowhere. Crosby went up, thought was going to get an easy layup. Coulter from the 3 line right side. That's in and out. Pablo with the rebound. Oh, nice attempt, MJ, but Brady Hope there to pick it off. Hope layup is good. On the wing, Patterson. On the left side to Coulter. Now MJ in the left corner. Long pass near side. Patterson drives. There'll be a foul out front, but Drew will go to the free throw line for the 1-and-1. The foul is on Carson Shaver, his second. Seven team fouls on Larned. Broncs with 5. Patterson at the line for the 1-and-1. Adric back into the lineup for Lakin. Drew rolls in the first free throw, his first point of the night. And Jared jumps back in. And Patterson missed a free throw.
I miss a 3 somewhere.
I
think that's all I'm missing.
Munson earlier.
Yeah, I had that.
Okay, we'll figure it out. Broncs lead back to 20. Pass underneath, stolen by Patterson, and he'll go back to the line. The foul there, I think, will be on Easton Fitzpatrick.
I did get to see MJ's block.
You did?
Yeah.
That was sweet. You know, Carter Crosby was wide open in the low block, thought he had an easy layup until MJ came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I only have 27. I'm missing a 2 somewhere. Okay. That's all it is.
Drew missed the free throw. Rebound to Cole Glazer. Hands it off to Reynolds. Up the floor, Fitzpatrick has it on the near side. Back out to Reynolds, they'll set up the offense. Did you get MJ for 2 earlier?
I have MJ for 2, Austin for 2.
Lob
Drew
up.
1.
Adric loses the handle, saves it back to Drew off the glass. It's off the mark. And Jaden Smith with the rebound. Yeah, we'll figure it out here. Less than a minute to go in the half. Ball is loose.
Oh,
my gosh.
save.
What a save. Coulter up. Lays it in. Coulter was thinking about a
Coulter
dunk.
wanted it, but I don't think he had enough boost behind him for that one.
I'll tell you what, nice job on the floor by MJ there.
Yeah, I don't know how he got it. No, that was Chakey.
Oh, Chakey, yeah, it was, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how he
and a steal by MJ.
Got it without sliding.
Off the glass, won't go, but he's fouled.
I mean, he just, as soon as he grabbed it and got ready to slide, he was throwing it.
Foul is on Cole Glazer. That's his second. MJ at the line to shoot the 1-and-1. 9 team fouls on Larned in this first half.
No, this is 2.
Is it 2? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was a shooting foul.
Foul on the shot. Tristan Reagan into the lineup for Larned, along with Brady Hope. Tyler Holloway and Ross Ryder into the lineup for the Bronx. Austin Ritzman waiting. MJ missed both free throws. Nearly knocked away for Lakin by Coulter, but it was last touched by Coulter. I thought Larned might have been the last one to touch it. Ritzma in the lineup. Hope to Reagan, back to Hope. 20 seconds to play in the half. Three by Reynolds. And we've got a foul. That's going to go against Larned. Holloway working on the
He
position.
went to a box out and got thrown.
Nice job by Tyler. Working hard on trying to work the glass. And we're coming down to shoot 2. That foul is on Brady Hope, his second. 9.7 seconds to go. Holloway's free throw rolls off the left side.
Just like we said, free throws.
Yep. You got Eric Munson for a 3? Okay,
3.
you've got that. Coulter was 15. Yep.
Yep. MJ 4.
MJ 4, Austin 6.
Austin 6. Tyler Holloway potentially 1.
Drew with 1.
Drew with 1.
That's all we got. I don't know how you're off, but
So why does that not add up to 31?
And maybe I'm wrong too. I'll have to go to my running total here. Holloway sinks the second free throw.
Yeah, I'm at 30 right now.
Okay.
I think Pablo almost got a piece of that.
Pablo, I thought he almost did. He might have. Just before the buzzer, Tristan Reagan puts it up and in for Larned. But a good first half for the Bronx. They led by as much as 23. And they will lead it by 21 as we go to the break. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have your totals. We're supposed to talk to Lady Bronx head coach J.C. Holloway, but he's got the AD hat on tonight. We'll see if we get a chance to talk to him. We'll be back after this timeout.
As the teams take a break, we would like to thank all of our great sponsors who make Lakin High Sports video coverage possible.
Shelter Insurance, Gwen Wechter, East Highway 50 Lakin.
Hendricks Welding, Brad Hendricks, welding at his place are yours.
The Agency of Lakin and Garden City.
Lakin Recreation, providing recreational opportunities for the community.
The Kearney County Bank and the Garden City State Bank.
The Ranch House of Garden City Assisted Living and Skilled Nursing.
Shorty's 2 Cafe, Main Street, Lakin.
Along with Dwayne Bachman D. Bach Metals.
Lakin Hay and the Lakin Dairy. Fred Ritzema.
Kerney County Community Development, Mr. Ralph Goodnight.
Pioneer Communications of Southwest Kansas.
Lakin Drug, 610 O'Loughlin, Lakin.
Flashbacks Diner West Highway 50 Lakin.
And the Golden Plains Credit Union, life with a touch of gold.
Back to courtside we go with Brett Hendricks.
We're back to the half. Sorry about the dead air there, but Jared and I were trying to figure out we're off by 2 points somewhere, but my running total adds up. So we'll mess with it. We'll find it somewhere. I've never claimed to be the official scores or official stats during a game. Now afterwards, I like to get everything right, but during the game, not so much. So once again, we're at the half. The Bronx lead it by the score of 32-11. And now we're joined by Lady Bronx head coach J.C. Holloway, and we're in the AD hat tonight. But Coach, thanks for taking the time to visit with us tonight. We didn't get a chance last night, a tough loss at Holcomb, but a little extra time in the locker room. But one of the things about a season-ending loss that of course, everybody feels bad, but you had to say goodbye to 7 girls last night.
Well, and that's what the locker room speech. We just really wanted to appreciate what the seniors have done for us, and just wanted them to continue to talk to these underclassmen before they leave, and even after they leave about what it means, the pride to have Lakin Bronx jersey on and compete for Lakin High School. So that, you're right. Like it was, I got a little long-winded in the locker room, but it was mostly just to try to show our appreciation to all the seniors.
And one thing you talk about, you want the seniors to still, show the support to the underclassmen, but once they graduate, I think it means a lot, especially when those girls and even the boys, when they come back to see these underclassmen, what were underclassmen, to see the ones that graduated, it means a lot when they come back that the ones on the floor notice that.
Yeah, definitely, and hopefully we can get more of that to happen once we get the program where we want it to be, and definitely do a little bit better job of inviting and getting the former players to come back and see, because it is nice. It's always nice. It's nice for both. It's nice to be looked at as somebody that they wanted to be like, when you're 18, 19, 20 years old, and you come back and watch and show that support will help the ones that are playing.
One thing about it is you just returned to your high school after 30 years. That still means a lot to those players because they got to see tradition on the floor that night with the recognition that you had. But it still means a lot. It doesn't matter if it's been 3 months, 3 years, 30 years. It means a lot to the program when those come back. Now me, 42 years ago, these kids look like, you didn't play anyway. I went out. I didn't play. I liked hanging with my buds. I didn't care if I played or not, but I was there. But
only 42. We're about the same age, huh?
Actually, it's going to be 43, and you're not my age yet. Let's go back to last night. An unfortunate loss for the Lady Bronx. Holcomb wins it by 17, but I made the comment to Jared, even though Lakin lost by 17, I really thought the Lady Bronx played it closer than that, but they got it to 4 a couple times in the third quarter, but just never could break that wall and get over the hump.
Yeah, I felt good. We even told them in the locker room, only down 7, and they had made 7 threes, 21 points from the three-point line. And so we felt all right. We came out in the second half, and I think we made a couple not so great plays right off the bat, but then we still cut it to 34-30. I remember, and at that point, we felt pretty good to be in that situation, and it was almost like our girls kind of got tired though at that point, kind of ran out of some steam.
Well, and that does happen when you find yourself down by a big amount and you battle back to get it, back to single digits. Sometimes you spend everything you have and you can't quite complete it. But you talk about Holcomb's threes last night. They ended up with 10 on the night, and the thing about it is defensively, from the range that they shot, some of them, at times you just let the shooter go. But they're doing that to stress the defense, but some of them, I'll tell you what, those were big-time shots.
Yeah, they were, and 3 of them in the first half was somebody that was shooting 17% on the year, and it wasn't like we were leaving them open.
Yeah.
None of the game plan was to leave them for open shots, but like you said, it's not something that we had thought would happen or something that we were planning against. We weren't letting them shoot the threes. They just they shot them with confidence, and they went in.
And that's the big thing. And I think the Lady Broncs need to learn that as well. And like you said, shoot with confidence. Because this Lady Bronc team can score the basketball. Giera last night had a great first half with 11 points, and then all of a sudden became non-existent and finished with 14. Going ahead and looking forward, she's going to be one of those that she's got to look to score to lead this basketball team.
Yeah, definitely, and she did in the first half, man.
Yeah.
She shot with confidence. She didn't hesitate. All the things that we've been asking all year, and we had a couple others that played well. Sammy played well. I felt that Sarah shot the ball well.
Sarah did shoot the ball well.
And there's some things that we did good. It's we scored 48, and sometimes that's been more than enough for us to win.
You talk about Sammy, 11 points last night. 9 of those came in the second half. Sarah finished with 7. I don't know if it was as much like the first time those two teams had met, where Lakin got discouraged early because shots weren't falling, but it just, there again, Holcomb jumped out, only led by 6 at the end of the first quarter, so Lakin was still in it. But you just kind of saw that the confidence wasn't there early because a few things didn't go their way early.
Yeah, we did struggle with handling that early, and definitely give them credit for fighting back, because we were at the very beginning. We kind of looked like, oh, here we go again, and body language was bad, and some of the things that we were doing were not normal. We're not what we even talked about scouting report wise, and so we were just forgetting how to play. And after the timeout, they responded.
Well, Coach, one thing about it was an improvement over last year, 12 wins. A lot of teams would love to kill for 12 wins, but a very successful season nonetheless, but unfortunately it had to end on a sour note. But it was a pleasure watching the girls this year, and always it was a pleasure to visit with you.
All right.
Thank you for all your time to take the time to come up and visit with me on every game night. But
when I remember, not every game night, when I remember.
Oh, well, you know what? It's only your second year. You're still learning. We'll work on it again.
I need to just send Coach Leader up here, huh?
Well, you know what? He handled it in your absence that one night, so, we could do it.
I know.
Yeah, we definitely could. So, hey, once again, it was a pleasure, and as always, and we'll be talking down the road.
Okay,
Take care.
Sounds good. All right.
Larned basketball as we start the second half. Lakin with the 32-11 lead. Shaver with it on the near wing. Bronx with the original starting 5 on the floor. Ty Smith from the left side. The foul will go against Coulter Oldham. That's his first. Free throw in and out. First free throw attempt for Larned this game. They didn't attempt one in the first half. Free throw does fall on the second attempt that time. Coulter up top. I heard something there in the background. Coulter drive, layup, good. You could hear the bench calling out to get in position.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's good bench talk because they're in the
doing
game.
it all game.
Well, it just is quiet right now, and you could hear it a lot better, you know. Ball knocked away. It will stay with the Indians. Trying to figure out where our score is off.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Larned basketball. Bronx with their biggest lead at 20. Well, no, it's at 22.
Ooh.
Ball saved back in. Coulter tipped it to Pablo. And the Bronx go the other way. Coulter got the roll.
Good lob. Great throw up by Shaky.
Coulter got him for 19. Yeah, he had 15 at half. Okay. Shaver,
wow,
dribbled through the defense. They let him get all the way to the rim, but he missed the layup. And Lakin going the other way with it. Near wing, Maddox. On the right wing to Shaky. Into Coulter. Coulter. Ball fake.
Oh,
Now the fade.
Little Dirk.
Got it.
Little Dirk step back. Like that. Just like the start of the game. 6 points him.
Bronx now lead it by 26. Up the floor, Reynolds. Layup good. One thing about it, the way the Bronx play defense, once in a while they're going to give those up.
Yeah, but
you just hope it doesn't come in bunches.
They're fine with sacrificing it, yeah. They're fine with sacrificing a couple.
Yeah. Now, last year against Chaparral, it came in bunches. not a good
time,
thing.
Yeah.
Oh, bounce pass through the legs of Maddox. And Larned takes it back. Not a good bounce pass. Got to throw it out in front, not at the feet. Timeout.
30.
Hope was trapped on the far sideline. And a 30-second timeout by Larned. Here's where I missed it. I've got MJ. I had him for 4. You got him for 6 on your paper?
I have him for 4.
Okay. MJ was 6.
Okay.
That's it. Yep.
So 16 in the first, 16 in the second.
Yep. Now I can rest easy and quit worrying about that and call a game.
Yeah.
I don't know why I worry about it, but I do.
Half. Perfect. We're all good now.
Yeah, we're good to go. Brady Hope with the behind-the-back dribble.
Wow, what a great charge. He took that one on the chin.
Patterson standing in. Forced the missed shot anyway. Coulter from the corner. 3 bounces off the front of the rim and into the hands of Carson Shaver. Under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Bronx with their biggest lead. 3 from the right side. Air ball. Cole Glazer with the putback, and he's fouled. Cole Glazer with a chance with the end one. Austin Ritzma into the Bronx lineup, along with MJ Gonzalez.
Whoa.
Free throw hard off the front of the rim. MJ with the rebound. Lakin basketball. Foul on Ty Smith. That's his first. Up the floor to MJ. Give to Coulter. Layup.
Wow.
Good. Man,
good transition.
Good transition play that time by MJ. Coulter finishing the play.
Man, this quarter's just all Coulter.
8 points so far in this third quarter for Oldham. Calder with 23. Far side to Shaver. In the low block, back out on the wing to Shaver. Takes it to the baseline, shoves it off to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick looking
way
for
to stay on your feet.
Shaver 3 from the corner. It's good. Austin got behind the defense. Oh, they're going to say off of his foot out of bounds.
Yeah, it was.
Okay. And they'll go back to Larned.
I don't know how many
I'm going to have to get a seatbelt for you on this chair.
that they get, but they're blowing every single one of them. I just want to see one. I don't ever get to watch a JV game, so.
Foul in the backcourt. That'll go against Adric. Had to be his first.
And that should be offensive technically, but we're not going to get technical.
Hope with it. Now double team. Goes through the defense. Rolls it to Shaver. And I'm glad there was a no call there, even though he went to the floor, just for the simple reason, you know, he got tripped up, but he forced that stepping through the double team, you know. So, and there again, I'm going to play the homer card too.
Oh, yeah.
Bronx 3-on-2. Ritzma left side. Blocked by Cole Glazer.
You don't see that very often.
They save it into Ritzma. Missed it hard off the back rim, and then Austin's going to get called for the foul. First foul on Austin. That situation there, just go up strong. Just, you know. That's one of those deals with the basketball. If you want to dunk it, it's going to be one of those deals you rip his arm off going up with it.
Yeah.
Your defender. You know, you got to go strong. Pablo back into the Bronx lineup. But I mean, that, like I said, you just got to go up that strong. Cole Glazer tried to save it to Lemuse and knocked away by Pablo. Should the Bronx hang on, and you would hope with a 21-point lead, the winner of this game faces Goodland or Cimarron on Friday night. Cole Glazer scores off the inbounds.
Oh, I thought that was a travel, but.
Full timeout called by the Bronx. 3:04 to go, third quarter. Lakin on top, 40-21. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back. You're watching Bronx Substate 3A basketball.
A lot of action on the street today, huh, Willie?
Yep. Oh, check out the German V8.
Good car.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Ooh, 64 dream car.
At Shelter Insurance, we insure all your favorite rides.
Oh, classic convertible.
And have since 1946.
Sweet pickup. Hiya, Muggsy.
Yo.
From Hot Wheels to hybrids, we've got you covered.
Hey, mailman.
Love those shoes.
Hey, where you going?
Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
.304 remaining in the third quarter. Lakin High School pep band firing up the crowd, along with the Lakin cheer squad. Bronx have led by as many as 26. They lead it now by 19. Larned basketball on the baseline to our left. Work it into Fitzpatrick. Bronx still with full court man-to-man pressure. Just did get it across the timeline. Cole Glazer in the paint looking for help. Backs in and scores it over Pablo. Adric pass up the floor. Pablo, it's a 3-on-2. MJ splits, and he's fouled. Nice job of just holding on to that basketball. Was able to split the defenders.
Yeah.
And we'll go to the line for two. Foul is on Cole Glazer. That's his third. Second team foul. Ty Smith looking to check back in for the Indians. MJ rolls in the free throw.
Finally, someone else for the Bronx has scored this quarter.
And the free throw good.
Yeah, I was going to say, that better not be a charge. Good poke away by Maddox, though.
Foul is on Brady Hope, and that is his third foul. Coulter to inbound. Hedrick picks up the loose ball, drive in the paint. It's short, and the rebound comes off to the Indians. Shaver with it, brings it up near side. Maddox with the steal. Oh, man,
Just took the handoff from him.
Thank you very much.
Could see that one coming.
Off the front of the rim by Coulter. Fitzpatrick stops in the paint, long, and it'll be last touch by Fitzpatrick. Goes back to the Bronx. 1:48 to go in the third. Hedrick and Coulter playing catch as they work it across the timeline. Coulter drives right side. Layup will be short, but he's fouled on the attempt. He fouls on Carson Shaver, and that's his third. 3 Indians with 3 fouls. Coulter at the line to shoot 2. Coulter 3 of 4 from the line tonight. Now make it 4 of 5.
Did MJ hit both those free throws last time? He did, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And Coulter with the second free throw. He's got 25 to lead the Bronx tonight.
Oh, it's still there. What?
Foul, that's going to be on MJ on the floor.
Yeah. Great hustle. That's that extra effort.
I am so off on Larned's totals.
I just have it on the scoreboard, so I know I'm right.
I am so far off. Even my running total's off. MJ with the steal.
Great hesitation.
Off the left side, off the mark. You know, if MJ doesn't steal that ball, it probably is a charge taken by Coulter to where Lakin got the turnover. From the left wing, no good. Fitzpatrick, Coulter is going to get called for the foul on the wrist. Fitzpatrick got the rebound. The foul will go against Coulter, his second. Tyler Holloway into the lineup for Lakin. Lob into Ty Smith. Brady Hope in the paint, falling away, makes the bucket. Good effort. Right wing, Maddox, back up top, Coulter. They work it around the arc. Now Lakin will hold it for 1. I guess unless the lane opens up and Coulter just takes it to the hole, I guess.
Every time he jab steps, he gets his count back, so.
Yeah. Now 12 seconds to go. They better show some urgency now. Holloway on the wing, now 6 seconds. MJ Coulter. And he lost the handle. Thought he might have walked with it, but a foul would be called on Ty Smith.
Watch for the lob tip in here.
Lakin with the inbound, 1.2 seconds. Ball tipped, and that'll do it for our third quarter. Bronx will lead at 44-25 at the end of 3 quarters of play. I'm still off one by Larned. I'll try to find it. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with the fourth quarter for you right here on Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube.
The Ranch House community is here to assist with skilled rehab, long-term care, and assisted living. We offer a serene atmosphere, dedicated staff, delectable dining, and daily activities. The Ranch House is here to serve our communities. Please review our site at midwest-health.com/ranchhouse/ or call 620-371-4700 to schedule your tour today. We look forward to hearing from you.
Flashback to the days of Bebop and Bobby Sox at Flashback's Diner, Highway 50, Lakin. Fantastic burgers, Coney and Chicago hot dogs, Philly, steak, BLT, and chicken sandwiches, along with ice cream treats like the traditional banana split, sundaes, shakes, malts, and cones. Dine in or carry out. Flashback to the days of Bebop and Bobby Sox at the one and only fantastic Flashback's Diner, Highway 50, Lakin.
Welcome back to Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube, LakinSports.com. Brett and Jared with you. Will be Bronx basketball.
Almost not.
Yeah, Bronx not quite out there in time. The official had put it on the floor, so the Bronx just did get it in. Lob underneath. MJ will go to the line for 2 after the foul. MJ has not been as solid in that low block tonight as we've been used to.
Yeah, but he is getting to the line and starting to finish now in like first half, so.
Cole Glazer with the foul. MJ at the line for 2. Hits the first. MJ looking to join Coulter in double figures with this free throw. And does. MJ with 10. 21-point Bronx lead. Near steal now is stolen. Coulter, reverse layup, good. Good quick hands that time by Coulter Oldham. Bronx on top now by 23 and a foul. Carried the basketball. Good defense that time by Adric. I was ready to call the foul.
I think it was defense by Coulter, but yeah. Pretty sure Coulter was on him.
Oh, was it?
Back here, yeah.
Oh, okay. I saw once he got past Coulter, I saw Adric next to him, so.
Yeah, maybe it was shaky, yeah.
I know what I'm talking about. See, I know what I'm talking about.
Well, the other 9 times out of the 10 tonight, you haven't, so.
Oh, come on.
You haven't.
Shaky left side 3 off the back iron.
Oh, good job by MJ.
Maddox with the rebound. Ball loose out front. Hope, layup, good. That's just good all-out effort that time by Brady Hope. Battled Shaky all the way down the floor. Over to Maddox, right wing, long pass out front. Bronx will reset it, under 7 to play. Coulter, scoop,
lost it.
Missed it. Maddox, once again, another offensive rebound. MJ hands it off to Coulter, drives from the right side. Oh, spin move off the glass. I was looking for Coulter to go middle paint, and he spun it off the right side of the glass. I'd try that, and I'd trip all over myself.
Even walking. Not even full speed.
Really?
Truth hurts sometimes, all right?
Oh, my goodness, Jared.
Hey, you were never the basketball guy.
No, I really wasn't. 3 left side. Brady Hope rattles it in.
That's an unforced error there. Just give them some more points.
Oh, and another Bronx turnover. MJ wasn't even looking, and it was way behind him. Larned still down by 20, but I'll tell you what, they're giving it an effort that they're only down by 2, you know. I think that'll be a foul on Adric out front. Foul on Adric is his second. While we have time, I want to send a shout out to Big E, Eric Escabel at Shorty's 2 Cafe in Main Street, Lakin, for all of his support for us here on Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. 7th Bronx foul. So the Indians in the bonus. Free throw good by Ty Smith. And got them both. I'll tell you what, my totals are all wrong for Elkhart.
Oh, we just got to slow down. Oh, another great spin move and 1-2 off of it.
MJ with the and 1.
Wow, that was a real tight spin.
Koglazer back into the lineup for Larned. The foul was on Talon Reynolds, his 3rd. 4 Larned players with 3 fouls apiece. MJ with the and 1. Too strong. MJ had hit 4 free throws in a row until that. Give to Carson Shaver, lays it in front of MJ.
MJ was close.
30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. I think I've got Carson Shaver unofficially for 8 points. Will be Bronx basketball. Lead is trimmed to 18. Coulter, pass intended for MJ.
That press all of a sudden killing him.
Well, the Bronx are trying to throw into the double team. Knocked away by MJ. Holloway controls it.
Way to be strong with it.
Yeah, there's two defenders in the middle of the floor. You're not going to thread the needle. Calder from the low post and missed the layup, but he'll shoot 2. Foul is on Carson Shaver, and that's his 4th. Coulter with the free throw. Coulter now with 30, his 2nd straight 30-point ball game. He had 30 in the win at Leota last week. Now 31. .440 to play. Bounce pass up the floor to Reynolds. Ty Smith on the elbow. And Brady Hope throws it away. He'll go back to Lakin with 4.5 to play. Bronx looking to go 13-8 on this season. Drew Patterson into the lineup. Coulter has it knocked from behind into the hands of Colglazer. Now Hope up the floor. Shaver left side three. Off the back rim, won't go. Coulter with the rebound.
No, you can't get too calm.
Adric, nice job to control the body there. And now Coulter will draw the foul from Talon Reynolds. Bronx very, very lucky there.
Yeah.
Lakin's just gotten sloppy with their passes here in this fourth quarter. It's
Yeah,
like you get a little
brain turned off.
Yeah. Get a little complacent with the 20-point lead, but hey, Larned's still playing.
Yeah, we also got a team to play after this, so.
That will get after us.
Yeah. Either one of those teams. It's a missed free throw.
By
Coulter.
Okay.
Great charge.
Foul is on Adric. That's his second. I had him for three.
This is third.
Yeah. And it is. I saw the bench tell the scores table tell the bench, so it is three. It's just wrong on the board.
Yeah. Shouldn't be.
Free throw's good by Colglazer. Colglazer, nice night off the bench with 11 points.
I don't know if that was one of those things, being underneath the shooter as he's in the air, but he was already set before he got in the air, so I don't know if that would be a factor.
MJ bounced it past Coulter, but Pablo wisely, alertly picks it up. Coulter on the drive, loses the handle.
Yeah,
MJ with the bucket. I'll credit MJ with that one. He's always going to the rim.
Oh, yeah.
And when you do, good things happen. 14 for MJ.
He was going to try.
I thought that was last touch by Colglazer, actually, but it'll stay with Larned. Fitzpatrick into the lineup. You know, Lakin got a hand in there, but I actually thought it was off a Larned leg. Reynolds out front with the three, won't go. Ty Smith leans in. He'll be fouled by MJ. Third foul on MJ. 2:59 to play. Bronx on top by 20. Will improve to 13-8 on this season. Larned will see their season end at a 5-16 mark. Smith with the free throw, got it. I'm almost going to be ashamed to give Larned's totals at the end of the game because I've butchered this thing. This paper looks like I cut my hand. Bled all over the paper. Up the floor, Coulter takes it to the low block, pass MJ, good. And a steal, Shaky with it, it's a 3-on-2. Coulter, left wing, corner to Patterson, Drew, bounce pass. Shaky leans in.
Anticipated the opponent.
Yeah, I actually thought there might have been some contact. Brady Hope lays it in front of MJ and a timeout on the floor.
I believe a full.
A full? We'll take one as well. 2:12 to play in this 3A sub-state quarterfinal game. Bronx lead it 58-39. We'll be back after this.
Kearney County, a wonderful life opportunity, offers a wide range of opportunities to residents and visitors. Hunting, fishing, camping, golfing, and bowling provide recreation, plus the Lake and Rec Commission provides youth and adult programs in Lakin and Deerfield. Explore the rich history of the county by visiting the Kearney County Historical Museum or the historic sites throughout the county. Take advantage of what Kearney County has to offer. Contact Ralph Goodnight, Kearney County Economic Development, or on the web at www.kearneycountykansas.com.
Some commercials make it really tempting to buy cheap insurance. That's great if price is the only thing that's important to you. The agency believes cost is important, but protection is what you're really paying for. Rely on the agency to build the policy that protects your property at a price you can afford. Call the agency today at 620-355-6789.
2:12 to play, Bronx basketball. Larned back to within 19. Up the floor, MJ. Got it to go. Some good contact in the paint. MJ, good body control. Bronx with pressure. Ritzma and Ryder into the Bronx lineup. Knocked away by Ryder into the hands of MJ. Up the floor, Ritzma. Works it to Ryder. Now Shaky with it. Three from the corner. MJ got it.
That's a 20-point game there for
MJ
Gonzalez.
with 21. Fitzpatrick drives up the left side and will get the layup. And a timeout.
And a full
timeout called by Larned. We'll take one as well. A lot of great sponsors to make Lake and Bronx Sports YouTube possible. Please thank them when you get a chance. We can't thank them enough. We'll be back.
Fred Ripsema established the Lakin Dairy in 1997 and is now a leading producer of high-quality milk for human consumption. The Lakin Dairy is proud to be a big part of the Kearney County economy and community. With fantastic, dedicated, and hard-working employees, the Lakin Dairy prospers in the heart of, as Fred calls it, the Midwest Feed Shed. Always supporting the Lakin High School students, the Lakin Dairy, a verified premium operation, is honored to call Kearney County home at lakendairy.com on the internet.
104 remaining in our ball game. Brett and Jared with you. Thanks so much for joining us here for Bronx basketball. Bronx back in action on Friday night, and they will await the winner of Goodland and Cimarron. That game going on tonight in Goodland. Time to be announced. We do not know. But we'll let everybody know as soon as we do. Quincy Escobar into the lineup for the Bronx. Vinny Bocanegra into the lineup as well. Under a minute to go. Holloway works it across against Jaden Smith into the corner. Ritzma, the runner in the paint, won't go. Ryder somehow pulls that rebound out of there for the Bronx. And a foul. Vinny was trapped on the sideline. Ryder came to help and will get the Larned foul. Foul will go against Brady Hope. That's his fourth. Ross Ryder at the line for 2 free throws. And that's too strong off the back iron. Second opportunity upcoming here. 41 seconds to go in the game. Tristan Reagan into the lineup for the Indians. Also Carter Crosby.
Let's see, a halftime score of that game is Goodland 38, Cimarron 21. That was 42 minutes ago.
Okay.
No update since then.
So Goodland well on their way to a semifinal matchup against the Bronx. Ryder missed both free throws. And that foul's going to go against Ross Ryder.
How long does he have to stand there?
Well, he was there for a while. Bronx are not going to draw a charge tonight. I don't think they've drawn one tonight, have they?
No.
Free throw in and out by Brady Hope.
Yes, but no, not in the stat book.
Oh, not that actually called what you're saying. Okay.
I think this is maybe only their second game. I think they've gone without having at least one.
Maybe so. Holloway has it stolen
like
away. Hope with the layup. Vinny with the dribble, back to Holloway, 10 seconds to play. He'll get it across the timeline. And he'll dribble it out. Bronx are going to advance with the 63-43 win over the Larned Indians in the sub-state opener. For the second straight year, the Bronx scored 60+ on the Indians. They won last year 62-26. And the Bronx improved to 13-8 with the win here tonight. Once again, they'll await the winner of Goodland and Cimarron, but by the looks of the score earlier, it will be Goodland coming to Lakin on Friday night. And of course, we'll have the action for you right here on Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. Let's take a timeout. We'll add up our game totals, and then we'll wait and talk to Bronx head coach Nate Schmidt. We're going to take a timeout. I want to thank J.D. Ham for our laundry list of all the great sponsors that make Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube possible. Jared, go to it. We'll be back after this.
Thank you for joining us for Lakin High Basketball, and a big thanks to our sponsors.
Shelter Insurance, Gwen Wechter, East Highway 50 Lakin.
Hendricks Welding, Brad Hendricks, welding at his place are yours.
The Agency of Lakin and Garden City.
Lakin Recreation, providing recreational opportunities for the community.
The Kearney County Bank and the Garden City State Bank.
The Ranch House of Garden City Assisted Living and Skilled Nursing.
Shorty's 2 Cafe, Main Street, Lakin.
Along with Dwayne Bachman D. Bach Metals.
Lakin Hay and the Lakin Dairy, Fred Ritzema.
Kearney County Community Development, Mr. Ralph Goodnight.
Pioneer Communications of Southwest Kansas.
Lakin Drug, 610 O'Laughlin, Lakin.
Flashbacks Diner West Highway 50 Lakin.
And the Golden Plains Credit Union, life with a touch of gold.
I was trying to listen to the public address announcer to get the totals for Larned as I massacred them. So those of you watching from Larned, if you are joining us, I apologize. I just didn't keep up with all the action, but I ended up being 3 off, I think. So So unofficially, we'll give it a try for Larned. Brady Hope leading the way with 12. Cade Colglazer follows with 11. Carson Shaver with 8. Ty Smith with 5. Talon Reynolds with 2. And Tristan Reagan with 2. From the free throw line, Larned did not attempt one in the first half. Thank you. And they were 7 of 13 in the second half. Now the scoring for the Lakin Bronx, who improved to 13-8. Jared, if you've got them, go ahead and give them up.
Let's see. Tonight we have Coulter Older leading the way with 31. MJ Gonzalez with 21. Austin Ritzman with 6. Eric Munson with 3. Tyler and Drew also with 1. First half free throw shooting, 7 of 13 from the line. Second half, 8 of 12 for a total of 15 of 25, 60%.
Okay, we were off 2 on free throws. I was hoping we would actually be right for a change.
No.
What are the chances, right?
Not in sub-state.
Oh, is it sub-state? Okay, I get a pass?
Yeah, maybe.
For sub-state?
I guess. we'll let it slide.
I'm so thankful that you give me a chance, give me a break. Well, looking like coming up Friday.
Yeah, Goodland won 61 to 26.
61 to 26. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, quite a different score than I read.
I think that's a domination. You know.
Only scored 5 points in the second half, it sounds like.
Wow. Well, we know how good Goodland can be, and this game coming up Friday night will be the rubber match between the two teams. They've split their 2 previous meetings. This will be the 3rd time. And I'll tell you what, there's no more. They couldn't put any more on the line with that meeting coming up Friday. Winner will get a chance at the sub-state finals, but do want to let people know if you would be interested. We'll be on the air Thursday night, possibly with the Goodland Holcomb semifinal girls game. I was called and asked today by Goodland if they don't send a crew, we will. I told them that I would go on the air for them and carry the game for Goodland. I mean, being the host, we have the opportunity here on Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. But we have the opportunity. We could call every game if we wanted to, but I'm not going to shut out teams that bring their own crews. So I'm letting those. I'm not going to interfere with those that want to come and video stream their games. But possibility Goodland won't bring a crew. So Jared, I didn't tell you, but you may be working Thursday night.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I didn't get the schedule in advance, so.
Hey, our schedule is always to be announced. You know, that's that fine print. You know,
that's the point.
Changes could, you know.
Sounds like a you problem, not me. Shouldn't have put the word so small.
Oh, is that it? Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I wrote it in big print for you. Even I wrote it in crayon.
No, I never saw it.
But I'll be talking to Goodland AD tomorrow, Marty Lehman. He's supposed to let me know, but I told him you'd be more than happy to come up and call a game on Thursday. So
yeah, I know you didn't say that.
So he knows he's counting on you.
The good thing about that, though, my mic could stay off. I don't have to have a stat sheet. I'm just going to run the scoreboard, so let you run it from there.
Hey, maybe I'll let you do the game and I'll run the scoreboard.
No.
Let you learn on it and learn to do this with 2 teams you know nothing about.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. You at least got some stats from previous games.
Yeah.
I wouldn't look into it like that.
Oh, it'll be fun. I'll be here anyway, so I'll bring the equipment up, and that will be the 7:30 game that night, I believe. I think Goodland and Holcomb play at 7:30.
Great.
Colby and Cimarron will play the 6 o'clock game.
Of course, you scheduled me for the late one too.
Oh, I didn't make that schedule. That's all part of the state.
Because you volunteered for that game, so that's on you.
That's on me. But now that's part of what we're doing, and we'll see how things go for Saturday night. Hopefully the Bronx are in the final, and we don't have to worry about anybody else covering the game, but maybe we could get a girls' final out of it. I don't know. We'll just – Jared. We're now joined by Bronx head coach Nate Schmidt. And, Coach, congratulations on the sub-state first-round win. And, you know, a little tidbit, this is your 9th year coaching the Bronx. You have never lost a first-round sub-state game here at Lakin. The only one that was lost was when you decided to skip away for a year.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I mean I did not know that. We've been in some first-round battles, that's for sure. But we want to be playing our best basketball at this point. And I thought, that was the case in the first half. Not overly pleased with our performance in the second, but when you build yourself a lead like that because you get off to a good start, that's the luxury of that. But we know we're going to have to be better on Friday if we want to keep playing. But we're stoked that we get another couple days of practice and get to play at least one more time.
And your opponent coming up Friday is a very familiar opponent in the Goodland Cowboys. They were a big winner tonight over Cimarron. And the rubber game, the teams have split their 2 previous meetings, but the last time Goodland they tended to run away with that. But you know what? Come sub-state time, a lot of things change. You throw previous meetings out the window because sub-state it's one and done. Teams are going to leave it on the floor.
Yeah, we talked about that a little bit before the game when we had some downtime, and it was, our message to the guys was, why not us? Why not now? Why do we got to wait? Why do we got to wait around for another year or down the road? We feel like we're playing our best basketball of the year. We're playing right now. I think that's 9 of our last 12 we've won. It doesn't matter, that we were the 2 or the 3 or, that we've lost to some teams in our sub-state or they may have a better record than us. They may have some more talent than us. We're playing well right now. Why can't it be us? Why can't we go out Friday versus Goodland and play the best game of the season and in front of our home crowd? And, because that's what it's going to take, because those guys are playing exceptionally well right now. They're freakishly athletic. They're talented. They're well coached. But that's what we told the guys. Like, we got just as good a shot as any, but we're going to put 4 quarters together. But we're pumped that we get to have practice 51 and 52 the next 2 days and get another get another game.
You count practices. Do the kids like to talk about how many practices it's been? That number, that 51 sounds cheerful for you, but for the boys it's like, 50, 51. I don't.
Well, we've also had 8 walkthroughs, and we had 11 practices this summer, and we played 15 games this summer, and we count those too. So technically the number's a lot larger, but when you look at it that way, and you know what, honestly, Brett, we're practicing for about 42 minutes right now. And when you tie in the shooting and the warm up, we're really not really going long enough to break a sweat. We're probably challenging them more mentally than physically right now.
Hopefully former players aren't hearing that.
Well, yeah, because there was a time we're doing NBA rebounding and practicing for 2 hours and, but we were fighting for our culture then. We had to instill some toughness in our foundation and, I still get a hard time from those guys. So good job, Drew.
Now let's move to the game while we're here. Let's talk a little bit about the game. Coulter with his second straight 30-point output, 31 points tonight. MJ off the bench with 21. And I'll tell you what, MJ's one of those players that, he's good enough that he could start, but his role is off the bench, and right now he's playing it very well.
Yeah, no doubt. I thought two of our 3 best players tonight came off the bench. Coulter with another 30-point game. That's incredible what he's doing right now. He's 7 of 9 from the line, which, that's the difference in him, having what he's had and then now scoring it is, he's making layups and he's making free throws. So, that's incredible. Another 30-point performance from a sophomore. And then again, we've talked about it as of late. MJ's been really, really good for us and very proud of him and what he's been able to do this last little bit of the season. And this is what we envisioned out of him. And those are 2 guys that are going to be back next year. I thought Austin Ritzman was good for us.
Yes.
I know Adric Schutt says he didn't even score, but I felt like he orchestrated the offense for us, and he dove on the floor. He got our press mentality belt tonight, so he was solid for us. But right now it's about winning, and we had 2 guys combined for 52, and then the other guys pitched in. Very proud of them. Did a good job tonight, and just glad we get to get back together again, for the remainder of the week.
And 13-8 for still call it a rebuilding year. You're playing so many sophomores, just 1 senior on this squad, and I'm past the rebuild because 13 wins. And like I told Coach Holloway, his girls finished with 12 wins. There's a lot of teams that would like to be in that position, even to have double-figure wins. And the girls are starting to they're starting to get their program going. The Bronx program's been going and looking to get stronger. But 13 wins on a season where throughout the year, you always talked about how young. You know what? No, not anymore. These guys are players now. They're not freshmen. They're not sophomores. They're not rookies. They're players when you get to this deep into the season.
Yeah. First of all, credit to our girls. It's the first. It's the most wins in. I can't remember what it was, but if they were one win off of going all the way back to like 2005,
something like
for,
that. Yes.
For most wins, but I think it's the most wins since the year they played in the sub-state finals here. The last year we hosted it.
16.
So
yeah.
16, I think. Anyway,
Yeah.
something like that. But yeah, I told the guys that. I said, I don't know going into the season, especially after that game one. I highly doubt there were too many Lakin basketball followers that probably expected 13 wins out of us this year. And we've been playing well as of late, and there's 13 wins, and they got a sub-state win, and the team we're getting ready to face in the GWAC, we've beaten once. The Scott City and Holcomb teams on the other side have gone down to the wire with them. The team that won the league tournament, we beat them twice. The team that won the league, we just beat by 25. We got a repeat against Sublette, who prevented us from getting to the league championship. So, right now, I know we didn't win those things, but I feel like we're the best team in our league right now, and we're one of the final 4 teams remaining in our sub-state. And I doubt there's a lot of people that expected that out of us early in the season. So kudos to our young guys and the work they've put in and their commitment to getting better. And that was kind of our thing. I know there's talk about this group and being good down the road, being good in the future, but why not now? Why do we have to wait? We're here.
I think they're good right now.
We're playing well, and we're going to be ready to go.
Exactly, and like I said, I think they're playing well right now, and another opportunity on Friday night. But the good thing about it, Lakin's finally hosting a sub-state, and you wouldn't want to host a sub-state and then nobody's playing here on Thursday or Friday. So the Bronx still keeping that hope alive, and it's going to be exciting. Lakin will have a good crowd here, but you're going to get 4 teams in here on Friday night to fill this gym up, and I hope it is full because the atmosphere with sub-state with postseason basketball, not a greater atmosphere than high school basketball this time of year.
Yeah, and if we're gonna have, like, if we're gonna go compete and have a chance to win this thing, we're gonna need the help of our crowd.
Yep.
We're going to need the help of our student section, of our crowd, and the support and the energy. It should be advantage us for hosting, not luxury us for hosting.
Yeah.
I know you make it very convenient, and my parents are probably sitting at home watching it as well. But we need everybody here in attendance. For Friday's game to help us out, because it's going to take all of us to give us a chance.
Takes an army.
For sure.
And that includes fans, student section, just like you said, everybody involved. So I know you can sit there and watch us, but we'd love to see you here at the Lakin Middle School Gym on Friday night as the Bronx gets set in the semifinals. Coach, another great job tonight. Enjoyed it.
Thank you, Brett.
Have a great rest of the week. Look forward to talking to you on Friday.
Can't wait. Thanks.
You bet. Bronx head coach Nate Schmidt. Once again, the Bronx win it tonight by the score of 63-43, and with that win, they improved to 13-8 on the season. Well, that's going to wrap it up here from the Lakin Middle School Gym. I want to thank all the great sponsors, of course, as always. Without them, we couldn't be doing what we do, and we ask that those of you still watching, thank them, because we couldn't do it without them. We wouldn't be here without them. So we thank them very, very much, and we ask that you do the same. JD Ham, our tech support, as always. I'll tell you what, and I've said it so many times, wouldn't be here doing it without him, that is for sure. So, and for Jared tonight, another great job on the production and running our scoreboard clock. I know Jared a couple times had to step out to grab a phone call, having some vehicle issues, so trying to get that taken care of in between. But Jared, appreciate you juggling the phone and doing what you do, and appreciate all that you do. So good job once again tonight. And so for everybody involved, I'm Brett. He's Jared. Thanks for joining us. We'll let you know. I think we're going to be on the air Thursday night for Goodland and Holcomb girls semifinal. And then, of course, we are on the air for real on Friday night with the Bronx and the Cowboys semifinal boys game on Friday night. So until then, have a great week. We'll see you then.